Welcome to Of Course She Did, a podcast about knitting and friendship. Join our knit club for a good old-fashioned knit and natter, and we'll talk about all things knitting as well as the insanity that occupies the other 10% of our brains. Our knit club consists of hormonal women of a certain age, and you are hereby warned of foul language and spicy topics. Hi, I'm Erin, and I blew the budget at KnitCity 2025.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I'm building a name for myself.
It's all right, Erin. So did I.
So Jody and I went to KnitCity in Vancouver this past weekend.
It was such a treat.
No, we had been talking about it for a while because we were all good to go, had picked out our the courses that we wanted to go to, and then didn't
Family
do
obligations.
anything about it. So we just went for the market. The dangerous
awesome.
They offer courses too. I didn't realize that.
Oh, classes. That's really what it's about. They do on Friday night. They do a movie.
Yeah.
They did The Princess Bride, I think, this time in an auditorium. It'll be so much fun. The lights stay on, so everyone knits and they watch a movie.
Oh, fun.
And then there's classes all day, like a class in the morning, class in the afternoon.
And 95% of them sold out immediately.
Oh, yeah, it's-
immediately.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The first time I went to KnitCity, I did take classes. I took one with Stephanie Pearl-McPhee because I was super excited to meet her, and it was about how to knit faster. And it was after that I changed some of my ergonomics so I could be quicker.
I never thought about taking a course on how to knit faster.
It's
That's
really
so good.
So Stephanie Pearl-McPhee, and she doesn't just go, oh, do this. Like, she does all this history, and she's a writer at heart as well as a teacher. But that's when I got a little bit better. But now I'm trying to teach myself how to, because lever knitters are the fastest. So I am trying to teach myself how to be a picker instead of a
thrower.
Okay, we got to have a podcast just about stuff like that.
For sure we will.
For
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
for us who are relatively new.
So we posted a little video on Instagram about our projected budgets.
Okay, review. What were your budgets?
Well, and there were so many caveats that
Because that's the loophole.
yeah, there were so many. So the funny thing is, I sat down with my husband at dinner, and the kids were there, and I said, "Okay, what should my budget be?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "How about $250?" And Matt immediately said, "Okay." And I went, "No, wait. I mean 400. I mean 400." And he just kind of rolled his eyes and went, "Whatever."
You should have gone for like 1,000 just to like set the bar really
He
high.
might have argued.
He might have argued with that one.
Yeah.
I don't. So in my head, the budget coming out of the credit card was 400, but then I also had like a secret stash of cash.
Knit math.
No.
This is what you call
This is
knit
knit
math.
math.
That's gonna know.
This is knit math.
Oh yes.
He never listens to these, so he just hears the title. He's like, "You blew the budget," but he already knows. So
You warned him.
I
warned
did
him.
not realize there was two kinds of budgets: credit card and cash budgets.
What you're willing to admit to.
100%.
What you're willing to admit to your partner to.
Yes, and then
what
you
you're
put
willing
on the
to admit
internet.
to us to.
What you know he
but I
can-
came home and he's like, "How'd you do?" And I'm like, "Well, it went a little bit over." He's like, "You went over $250?" I'm like, no, I said
That wasn't
400.
it. Yeah.
And he just kind of rolled his eye.
Okay, so
again.
what was your budget?
I'm going to say $400 because that's what but then I also had $300 cash.
Okay, Jody, what was yours?
I think mine was 400.
I think you were the
also.
same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
but
how much
that
cash
didn't
did you have?
include my mom's, because I wanted to buy cashmere for my mom. So the budget didn't include her cashmere because cashmere's expensive and I didn't want that to take up my whole damn budget, which I didn't end up finding cashmere anyways.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Jody and I, Tanya and I,
You could
yes.
But I also got some of Tora's Ocean Prairie designs.
Yes, I saw
And
those.
so that did not count because that is my Christmas present. So
From your mother.
from my mother.
Mine
Okay.
did count in my budget. Thank you,
I'm
Tora.
gonna look at photographs because I think you guys should
Okay.
upload these photographs.
Also, I brought it here because in order to see why I spent what I spent, you got to feel this. I'm gonna throw it at you.
Okay.
Feel that.
I'm redoing my
You-
how much
you're
you
becoming-
guys
Okay.
have gone over your
So
budget.
So this one is fingering weight 3 ply, 70% alpaca, 20% silk. Well, that just upped the price. And 10% cashmere. And that just upped the price.
And you know what?
So good.
It's
Feels
so
nice,
good.
doesn't
It is from Yarn Indulgences. It's
She's
called-
rubbing it on her face, folks.
Luxury.
Ingrid is literally like
it
having
is
snuggles.
fun. Like, so I felt it in the oh, now I feel really bad. Nancy is her friend that was working, and I don't remember the lady that owns the actual stall, but Nancy.
Indulgence Yarns was the name of the
Yeah,
stall.
and Nancy, who does the Knit Sit Happy podcast, was there, and I got a chance to talk to her, and we went around then and like I made everybody feel that bully and told them how much it was, and they were all like, "Oh, that's a deal." And there was a full rack of it, and by the time we went back, it was decimated. So it must have been a good deal. So
$40 a skein?
no.
Don't
Less?
tell her it'll. Yeah,
Okay,
they have
okay,
to guess
so-
our budget
okay,
But it
first.
wasn't. So I got that.
okay.
And then I went to Ancient Arts. And I know that the sea glass sweater is supposed to be used as scraps, but I bought
She
scraps.
bought
What do you,
scraps.
what do you call it when you buy the scraps? I
Bought fancy scraps.
So it's
Fancy
scraps for another one.
It's alpaca and nettle.
Superwash fine and nettle. Superwash
merino.
superwash fine merino and
Merino.
nettle. What is nettle?
Nettle's a
Sting
plant.
nettle,
I
a
know,
plant.
but
You
they-
can make fiber out of it.
Yeah. So I got everything I needed. All of these colors for my sea glass sweater. And then
Look at
and
that over
then I got shut up. And then I got we made such good friends with Lisa and Becky.
Of Smiling Sheep Yarn and Ledoux.
Yeah. So I got all this for my Celestia. I'm gonna make my own. What do you call it? Jen?
Gradient.
Gradient.
So what?
These
what-
are all mini skeins, and so I'm gonna order them all in a gradient and then use them for my Celestia.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
It was really cool. So we're talking away to Lisa and Becky, and we talk, and
That's it.
Erin talks about how she's going to make this gradient, and they were talking about how Becky has this ability to see colors more like an insect can. She's got this condition where she just has this amazing ability to see
Do you
color.
have more prisms in your retina.
That sounds right.
Interesting.
So it was like next level cool. Erin holds up her colors and she stops and it's like the world faded and all there was Becky and the yarn. And she just kind of kept grabbing them and putting them in order. She goes, yeah, take this one out, put this one in there. You can make a gradient out of that. It was the neatest thing to watch.
that
her.
is cool.
So it's a mother and daughter duo. Lisa's the mother and Becky. That then every time we talked to them, Jody kept calling Becky Bug.
because she can see like a bug. So
I just think it's cute. She already has a nickname.
Aw.
And so we were there 3 times. We went and we're looking. And then we went back and Jody bought some stuff. And then we went back a 3rd time and I bought the stuff for my Celestia. And then we started walking away and Lisa came back. Oh, I need some more cards. I want to share some more of your cards for your podcast.
Yep.
And
we got one booth away and she wait, I lost my card.
And then we got a couple more booths away, and then she came back. Wait! I wanted to give you this, and she was so sweet, and she gave us a smiling
tape.
sheep measuring tape, a branded measuring tape.
Oh, fun.
Did she come back a 3rd time? Or
I feel like there was a
I
third
feel
time
like there
because she
was a
went
3rd time.
not to be the person who stalks you or anything, but
She was so sweet.
Oh,
And so
so
they're
fun.
they're in just outside of Edmonton. So
Nice.
I'm
Are we doing a road trip?
To Edmonton?
you know what? They would be worth hanging out with.
Yes, they
were
would.
so fun. So, and I found all of the good yarn shops thanks to you, Tom.
I
in
know.
Edmonton.
That's right.
and I
So-
just
Seems
you
like
know,
there were a lot there.
to put a plug in for their yarn. I am now knitting as we chat with their Happy DK, and I picked it out in sort of this gray purple color, which at the time I thought was just one color, but now that I'm knitting with it, it's quite tonal. It is stunning.
Yeah.
And it's the most perfect purple for my mom, and it's so soft and it's knitting delightfully. It has amazing stitch definition. Go
Yeah.
look at their website. They really, really lovely yarns, lovely people, lovely
and it's
colors.
a subtle purple, not that intense that we had looked at pictures.
Beautiful
Yeah.
lavender. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I got the Smitten DK. All I bought was DK. No, I bought a fingering. All I wanted was DK. The finger. Shut up. The fingering was.
And all their yarns are named after a song, but I can't remember
Yeah.
the name of my song because I tucked the
Although,
label
like,
inside
that
the
is
cake.
simultaneously the coolest thing ever. And of course, after Jody bought her mom and she bought a colorway, which I also bought, Cold as Ice, I was singing that the whole frickin' day. Cold as ice. So,
Willing to sacrifice our budget.
So,
so
who
that's what I
spent
got.
more?
Aaron
Oh,
barely.
yeah.
Oh,
Barely.
So I bought stuff at those three places. You bought stuff at Smiling Sheep. Where
Yep.
else did you buy?
Ocean Prairie Designs for the yarn caddy.
Yes, I got that for my birthday or for Christmas.
And then Kensington Prairie Farms, which is in Langley. And that's where I got so much alpaca. I went back 3 times and bought yarn.
That was my biggest regret, is I couldn't think of what to buy. It was so reasonably priced
It really, really was.
that I like.
It's not, I mean,
They got a
when you-
storefront?
yes, they do.
Jody's nodding.
They can't see that,
Yeah,
Jody.
if you could see my face, I was going, oh crap, I have to admit there's a storefront and then I'm going to go back and get more. But
That's okay. We can all go then.
Oh, it was so reasonably priced.
did you find that prices were? Did you find some really good deals?
I took a whole bunch of stuff off the shelves for my Celestia at Sweet Georgia Brown, and it would have cost me over 500. Was it $400 or $500?
it was like $450 plus. Yeah.
And Jody just looked at me, and then I go, "Yeah, you're right." And to be honest, like 2 people sat at the desk, and
Ignored us.
yeah,
Oh, at Sweet Georgia. That's disappointing. I know last time I went in there, I picked up my order and she stood at the door waiting for me to
yeah.
leave.
And Lisa and Becky were so friendly. It's just like, oh, take my
But
money.
Yeah.
same thing at the Kensington Prairie Farms. Like,
Oh, they were so
the-
nice.
it was a grandma and her granddaughter running it. And they were like, at one point, the granddaughter, who told me her name and I've forgotten it now, I'm so sorry, was laying on the floor stocking, like she was checking how many balls and how much stock she needed to add in, and she was just so charming. And then grandma kept climbing up and over the bleachers to get more yarn out of their stock behind. I'm like,
They were well stocked. Like, there were some places that sold out and they didn't have any more, and
And
they
that
were
was-
at least
yeah.
well stocked, which was
Good for
really
them.
nice. You don't feel panicked.
Yeah.
yeah. And then I took all 6 balls of the navy alpaca for my tulip sweater, and when I went back, it was full again. So they clearly had lots. And when they ran out of something,
a bit, when they know.
Yeah,
well, like
that
the
was really nice.
luxury yarn that you bought from Indulgence's Yarn, I could have, had she had more, I would have bought 5 or 6 balls.
Mm.
But she was out already, and that was the first day. Like the marketplace ran all day Sunday too.
It sounds
So
like
interesting.
that they'd been there before. Maybe some of the others hadn't. Didn't realize how busy it was going to be.
Also, they are very much more commercial, right? Like they are an alpaca farm, but all their yarn is not from their own sheep.
And to
or
be
alpacas,
fair,
pardon me.
Yarn Indulgences is from New Brunswick.
Oh,
Right, so that makes
they
it hard
may
to
not
bring.
like Langley would be really easy to go and get more.
That's a really good point. I didn't
So
realize
that's
Indulgences
a
was
long
from New
commute
Brunswick.
to come to.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
good for them.
So
Okay, how does it compare to Entwined and Vibrations?
it was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably at least double the size of Vibrations, if not more.
There was, I don't know, maybe
Is it in a conference hall or
80.
It was like on a cement floor of a arena.
Yeah, I want to say 82 vendors.
Wow.
I'm just kind of looking at the map. And so it was pretty cool. I saw on their socials that that Beehive was there.
Were they?
Yep. I saw
Yes,
on her
I saw they
socials.
posted in
Yep.
front of that KnitCity where you guys took your video.
Yep. And we bumped into Nicole from Spinnacle, who said hi.
Hello.
She looked
Did.
lovely.
With her friend Nicole, who I had a grand chat with. Very smart
Yes.
gal who's starting to die.
Yep. And we saw Nicole. We saw 3 Nicoles.
Nicole
'Cause we
from
saw
Simply Fiber, who was
Yep.
at the Chaotic Fibers booth.
Yep. So it was pretty amazing. So when I was getting the yarn at Yarn Indulgences, Nancy Wheeler was there, and I don't know how we started talking about the podcast. She's like, "Oh, I've heard of you guys." And so what she has is she has
Which is
cards
thrilling.
too, and I'm going to throw them at everybody because we're sitting too far apart. So her cards have a little stitch marker,
Oh,
and
those are great.
so I got I got a couple, and then she said, "But aren't there more than 2 of you?" And I said, "Oh yeah, but they couldn't come." She said, "Well, take some more cards. They could have a stitch marker."
super cute?
So
That's so clever.
yeah. Pretty sweet. They're really cute little
They're
wine
like a little
glasses.
wine glass, which of course she likes to drink wine and talk about the wine she's drinking while she's doing her YouTube.
Yep.
Oh,
So
fun.
very cute, Nancy. Love
Yeah.
it.
And then we went back to the when we went back to the hotel to have a glass of wine and knit, we watched one of her podcasts.
We
Oh,
did.
fun.
It's called Knit Sit Happy. And so then also we went to go and get a bag. They
tote
had a
bag, yeah.
KnitCity tote bag, a branded tote bag. And they said they were all sold out within the first 35 minutes.
Holy cow.
So I couldn't get you guys one of those, but I got you temporary tattoos.
We should all put these on and take a picture.
Exactly. On our very flexed arms.
So here, I can't throw that.
That's cute.
So yes, one day we're gonna put on our
tats.
tattoos, and then didn't Jody and I agree, and we're gonna force you if we get like 1,000 YouTube subscribers, we'll get real tattoos.
I think we discussed that on our first episode. Or
Okay,
We are 100% getting real tattoos
Yeah.
if we get 1,000
1,000
followers. So
1,000
step up,
YouTube,
folks.
yeah. I think we only have 26 right now, so you're fairly safe, Ingrid.
I'll get it on my butt cheek.
So
That's going to be embarrassing for pictures.
you know what? My mom has one on her, let's say, upper glute, and nobody wants to see it.
You got to be careful not to put it on a place that sags. As somebody who has, that's why wrists and ankles are really good for tats.
it's okay. I know somebody who's just starting a business of tattoo removal for all those regrets.
Oh, do you have any regrets, Jody?
About
From knit-
tattoos.
no, not tattoos.
Yes.
About KnitCity.
No. No.
When did you guys get there? Because you took the ferry. What ferry did you take?
The 7.
The
7 a.m.
And so you were there at opening or no?
Almost.
Opening was at 9 a.m. and I think it was about 9:30.
9:30,
We found this
9:40.
spectacular parking spot directly across the street from the entrance to the forum, and
So
it was so we could go back and drop our stash and go back for more, which was
You
which-
were lucky.
It was genius, and it was a bit luck actually.
That's great.
Is there anything I wish I had bought
Do you have,
as
like,
far
do
as
you have
regrets?
other than blowing the budget?
No, I do want to call out Mr. Ginger Snap because he talked about this when we saw him at Vibrations. His name's Colin, and he made a booth for their glow in the dark
Right.
stuff, and it looked
Is it glow in the dark or is
Is
it
that
blue black light?
black
Is
light.
there a difference?
No, there isn't.
There isn't.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a black light shining yarn. So when you see it in sunlight, it looks one way, and you get into a rave or Halloween, and it just glows neon colors. And I was really impressed with his presentation. I was impressed with how it looked, and I didn't buy anything because I loved everything that was in there, and I feel like to support him, I wish I had, but there wasn't anything that made me like freak out that I needed it. My only regret, I think, is that I didn't buy 5 skeins of the luxury when they were there. I only got 3 of 2 different colors, which is not a bad thing. Because I think I might try and make a shawl unless you have enough left over to let me.
If
do
I have
something
any
different,
left
but-
over, it's all yours.
So I think that's my only regret. I love that we went for lunch, and then went back again.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when we went back the second time, I feel like we were more relaxed and we did a lot of chatting with people, which I loved that part of it.
We got like when we were in the Kensington line.
Yeah.
Do you remember the ladies like, my mom listens to you?
Yes.
That's cool.
And they were so cute because they were asking our opinion, like, what do you think of these colors? And of course, Erin is super good at picking out colors, but it was just really nice to chat with them and encourage them because they were fairly new knitters and they were buying yarn to go to a hat class.
Oh, neat.
So that was cool.
Did you mention our hat drive?
Yes. That's how we started
Yeah.
talking about the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And we had our t-shirts on. So a few people, we had one lady run up to us and go, you know, what is that? Is that a podcast? And then, but she was just trying to sell her own stuff. So it was a bit overwhelming. She was trying to sell us a trip. Do you have any regrets, Erin?
I regret not buying all the stuff from Kensington. Like the alpaca was so reasonably priced. It was so buttery soft.
This is the one in Langley.
Yeah.
So we'll have to go back.
And the stuff that you bought to make a nebula.
The stuff I bought at the end was thicker, heavier to make a nebula by Andrea Mowry. And it was, so you guys spent considerably more than I did. For 4 balls, which is enough to make a nebula, it was $48.
Total?
Correct.
So we're going.
What?
It was. It
You
was
can't buy a
30%.
sweater.
It
So
was 30%
reasonable.
off. It was so
Oh my God.
so good. So I regret not buying some of that stuff. I regret not being rich enough to just buy all the yarn.
I just say, and right. And I love supporting all these people. You know, they're all struggling. They're all smaller businesses. So I have been feeling a little embarrassed, which is why I haven't posted what our actual budget was.
Okay, we
on
want to
Instagram.
guess.
they're going to
We
guess
need
what
to
we
guess.
did first.
But so I have been embarrassed. But now that you say that, no, I'm supporting.
You are
local
keeping
business.
our economy alive.
You single, yeah, all by yourself.
I don't know. I'm damn close to hers, so I think
I'm gonna guess
Okay.
900 and 800 for you, Jody.
okay.
Tanya?
Okay, so I know that you guys went in with 400.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the pictures and I took out what I thought was your cashmere, which turned out it wasn't even cashmere. So I
It's
upped
not.
my budget,
Okay.
my over budgets. So then listening to you guys talk, I upped it again.
I love how Tanya's so analytical. I'm just throwing it out there.
I love how
So-
she's cheating and keeps changing the answer.
Well, because
Kind of like how we cheated and had different
I was
budgets.
going to say
Okay,
there's
she's allowed to
budgets
cheat,
for, cash and there's budgets for credit card. Anyway, I went with, which is probably too low, $850 for both of you.
Oh.
So we had pretty close, you and I, Tanya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty close.
Okay.
And I wrote it down so you can see that I didn't cheat. I didn't change that again.
Okay. Who?
No, you want to go first or should I?
Whatever you want.
And this includes the cash and the credit
Okay,
card budget.
including cash and credit card, but not my Christmas present.
No.
I spent $840.
Oh, good job. Okay.
So if you
So
include your Christmas present, you were over 1,000.
But I didn't.
She didn't, so therefore
Because
she's
she gets
under.
reimbursed for that
I
one.
already did.
Yeah, so that.
So I included my buttons, which I bought not at KnitCity. So if you take the buttons out of
The
it,
$7. If
Seven-
you take that $7,
take that $7 that I bought orange buttons for my Lake Effect cardigan that I finished while we were there, and I'm in
And
love
it looks
with.
beautiful.
It's so good. I call it my creamsicle. I spent $760. I can't do math. $762.
okay. Well, then since it's not yarn, should I take the
That inc-
temporary tattoos out?
No, because you spent it at KnitCity.
Oh, okay, fair.
If I bought the buttons at KnitCity, there wasn't any button makers at KnitCity, or at least I didn't see. If there was, I didn't.
Very, very few. We looked
Yeah,
at
didn't
one
pay
and
much
they
attention.
had just like an earring shelf of.
Oh, I know what else I kind of regret. I wish that I had. There was directly across from Ginger Snap, and I don't remember the name. You have the thing. Maybe you can look directly across. She had
Les
the.
Garçons?
Le,
No, was it Les Garçons?
Oh, Les Garçons had the most beautiful colors. You guys have to see my picture of that. They moody, dark. Oh my gosh, beautiful. And I see him on Instagram all the time, and he was just so cute. No, but the booth beside that had those
Lichen
3D
and lace?
3D printed Notions boxes. Do you remember those, Erin?
I do. That
They-
was 13.
They opened up like this, and then they snap shut with a like that with a So my hands are doing like an opening. So they were kind of like a magic box or a jewelry box, and then each compartment opened and shut with a clasp, but the whole thing magnet shut.
Nice.
And I wish I'd bought 4 of those, but they were $26 a piece, and I wish I'd bought one for each of us though. That I would say I wish I'd done that one
Woolen Waves, 13.
because those were really
think it was
clever.
3D
Waves.
printing is quite popular, getting quite popular, like with your yarn holders from
Yeah.
Ocean.
Yeah, well, another shout out to Ocean Prairie. Tora was amazing as always, so effervescent, but just such. So Erin and I both bought the full show kit, which is you can hold 4 balls of yarn on this system,
But then
And
you
it's-
also get the single one
and a single one. Yep,
Comes
So-
with it.
and the car attachment,
and a car attachment.
which
for-
I used.
Yep.
We'll post a picture.
Erin got black and I got gold, and they're just so flippin' clever. They're so clever, and although I am having a hard time making mine roll properly right now, and I think it's just me, but it has to be caked yarn. It can't be a ball or a skein of yarn. It has to be caked, but that's not a problem. Anyway,
try a different angle.
Yeah, I think it's
say. Put it on the table beside you.
And maybe
it's going to work perfectly now that I
I
said
was
it.
going to say flip the ball the other way around, so it
And I thought of that.
other direction.
Flip the cake. And the other thing I came up with was when you're using Ocean Prairie's system, when you're taking your cake off of the center post of your winder, put the cardboard in the center.
You don't do that already?
Yeah, I do. But I thought maybe somebody might need that trick.
Okay.
Because
sorry.
then, no.
That sounded more judgy than I meant it to come out.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I don't
so
do that. I'm so dumb. No, no, I have to admit, I don't always do that. You're right. It's actually, you're totally right to call me out on that. But the reason I said that is because then the center post of the yarn holder will go right through the cardboard and it works easier.
Yeah.
But the negative is that now I can't look at that piece of cardboard to see how much yards I have and what all that about the yarn, which was kind of dumb of me. Mine's called Purple Haze. There we go. I finally remembered the name of it.
Little Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, Jimmy.
So yeah, not a lot of regrets.
Definitely would like to go back, 100% go back next year, but maybe take a course. Although,
Which courses did they offer? Do you recall?
No.
none of them.
Focus is yarn, not courses.
None of them made me go, I need to do that.
Yeah.
To be honest, but I'm being a bit of a snob to say that I don't know that there's a lot more I want to learn about knitting. Like I feel like I know
You already
a lot,
know a lot, yeah.
but there's always more to learn. So that's a terrible thing for me to say. But
if it's already something you're knowledgeable in, you want to take a course in something that you're not as knowledgeable in.
yeah, I want to learn a new skill.
Yeah,
whereas,
exactly.
but there's always something, a tip or trick to learn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And besides just knitting with people, it's a powerful thing to be in a room of, at one point there's probably at least 1,000 people in that.
You
in
would
there.
have died, Ingrid.
Yeah. The people.
It was enough that I was like, I'm stuck in a corner. And
Well, the going for lunch was smart because I would have felt the same. You go for lunch, you replenish your body,
Yeah.
you get some food, some liquids in you.
was-
It's easy, and then you've kind of almost would give your brain a chance to process what has happened, so that you
Yep.
can come in almost more prepared for that sort of energy again.
and reset from the
Yeah,
stimulation.
totally.
But
Yeah.
to have 1,000 people in there, every single one of them loves yarn.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is wearing something they knit.
shout out to the guy who crocheted his kilt.
Right.
That
So
guy was
cool.
awesome. I wish that I was a little more outgoing to kind of go, you look cool. Can I take your picture? Or can we take a picture with you?
Yeah.
Like maybe one day we'll get there. I just am.
I wasn't there.
See, you
We're
need
there.
to, I was going to say, you need to just point me and Ingrid in the direction because I have no problem walking up to people and going,
Yeah.
can I take your picture? The guy from Les Garçons, I took a picture because he was sitting in the booth by himself and he had this adorable little vignette set up with 2 little chairs and a table and a little black lamp. And it looked like somewhere you wanted to knit.
But
and
he was on his phone. He should have been knitting. That would have made the perfect picture.
fair, but there was nobody in the booth when I took the picture because it was almost the end of the day. It was like 4:00 on Saturday. And his colors were just so moody and yummy and good.
And you guys did not go on Sunday.
Oh, and there was those 2 folk we met when we were buying Ocean Prairie. Do you remember them?
yeah,
And they were
yeah.
wearing all their own knits. They were wearing a Stevens West shawl that was all purples and
Yep.
greens. Their color choices were
We
great.
kept bumping into them.
A bunch we
Yep.
bumped into them. They were lovely.
We bought the weekend pass.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, like it would have just been absolutely dangerous to go back on Sunday. Like I would have bought double the amount.
Well, all that alpaca would have been in your bag for sure, right?
I would have spent the evening
Regretting and
like
planning.
looking at because now I don't buy yarn unless I can look up on Ravelry how much do I need. Like I'm not just going to buy one skein. I'm going to buy sweater quantity.
Right, which gets
Yeah.
expensive. But you know, the bonus of that, Erin, and I think you're so smart about that, because I have a beautiful shelf. Shout out to Lance, who made me this gorgeous hexagon beehive
Oh, that's beautiful. In your
shelving
living room.
unit in my living
I
room.
love it.
And all my single skeins are on there
Yeah.
to display. They look beautiful, but I almost never knit with them because I don't have enough to make what I want to make. So the whole
Well, and
sweater
they-
quantity thing is super smart.
and they would take away from that beautiful.
I'm sure she
beehive.
could fill it.
I'm sure she, or you could.
I kind of like him to make me more so that I could display some more yarn there because the closet is busting at upstairs.
Just need to knit faster. So, with that being said, let's get back to knitting. And thank you for joining us this week. A special thanks to our TechnoWiz Matt and our sponsors, Chrysalis Counseling and Ingrid Stenderson, RMT. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook to see photographic evidence of our enthusiasm for yarn and to connect with us and a larger community of knitting friends. We will see you next time. Well, you'll hear us next time.
Happy
Bye.
knitting.